Here's what happens when a surfer switches to a Zipfree wetsuit. First of all, you have crazy range of motion, right? Usually when a zipper's here, it pulls your chest.
Right, exactly.
So this movement and the paddling movement is restricted. It's more pressure on your shoulders. I would never wear a Zipfree suit. 3 years ago, when I was started here, it was like, try a Zipfree, try a Zipfree. I wouldn't do it. I just was like, it's horrible. You can't get them on, you flush, but all this BS. So he begged me for a year. Finally, after I put one on, first of all, it's almost easier to get into because of the gauge of rubber we use on the inside. It stretches and comes back and forth so easy, and you slide in and you slide out. I can paddle for hours with absolutely no restriction on my arms. No pulling, no twisting, and also the panel. All these 2.2 and 3.3 Zipfrees, there's one panel. There's one in the arm. You can see from here to here. It's one. So there's nothing's tying you together.
Why is like that long panel that runs from your chest down to the top of your knees and the front, and same in the back? Why does that give you more stretch than a lot of other wetsuits?
Well, because there's nothing pulling you. There's nothing tightening the wetsuit and pulling it down your shoulders or pulling it. The movement you can do with your body.
I would add to that is long panels have incredible stretch.
Yes.
There's a negative on them is when you do a long panel, you don't get very good material utilization. So it's going to cost more, the material.
Right, because you're not putting little pieces
panels,
everywhere.
You can sew short panels together, sew them together, glue them together. But what happens when you do that? Every time you sew a seam in a wetsuit, you restrict the movement.
Yeah.
Okay? You also, every seam is a potential tear point.
Yep.
And potential leaking.
Leaking, yeah.
From pinholes, from sewing, and things like that. So that's the negative on doing the seams. You restrict movement.
That's also the material. You know what I mean? It's such a high-end, thin material that can happen. And the suits are...
But even if you go thicker, it's the same
right, that's what I'm
thing.
saying. Any of them.
And again, the zipper is going to restrict movement here, and all the stitching to put the zipper in inhibits
well, right, and
movement.
it's a stigma. You know, it's always been Zipfree suck. They flush. They do all this stuff.
Well, they
Zipfree,
did. They did.
But
you're right.
Well, but some of them did and some of them didn't. But the opening point on these wetsuits is the same with a zipper and a Zipfree. It's either you pull the whole suit over and you have the over your shoulder, or you put the zip together and you still have the same thing there. It flushes no matter what you do on either of those suits. If you fall a certain way or you get washed a certain way, it's very identical, and that's what we tell people all day long. Like, it doesn't flush. Just trust me. Try it. You'll see.
But I think what will help people understand is how we size people into a Zipfree, because
it's very different.
Our Zipfree wetsuits and our chest zip wetsuits are made from exactly the same sizing pattern.
Yep.
Okay. However, the Zipfrees fit a little bit larger, and
yeah. Well, we actually bring you down sizes because of the molding and the stretching to your body. You want it to be really tight the first wear. Like really tight to where you're lifting your arms up and you're like, oh my gosh, because after 3 or 4 sessions, it's done. It's molded to you. This is stretched and this is coming.
Right. And the reason it fits larger is that without those seams and without the zipper in it, you get incredible stretch. So even though it's the same sizing pattern, it's going to fit a little bit larger. So generally, we tell people if you wear medium, say, but you're on the upper end of the size range, you could probably wear the same size Zipfree. If you're medium and you're in the lower end of the size range, you're probably going to size down. Like I know, and even whether it's a 2 mil suit or a 3 mil Zipfree, you size quite a bit differently yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, any 3.3, I mean, I'm 6'3", 230. I'm an XL in everything. Anything 2.2 in a Zipfree, I go down to an LT. That's 3 sizes.
That's pretty amazing. Now,
yeah,
I don't think most people go down 3 sizes.
No, they don't.